It's Thursday, December 5th, 2019. At the time of recording, Bitcoin's price stands at $7,400. Here are the cryptosphere's top stories for today. France is racing to launch a central bank digital currency. Will it beat China to the punch? Bakkt CEO Kelly Loeffler appointed to a Georgia Senate seat. What does it mean for the cryptosphere? And a crypto insurance company predicts Bitcoin will reach mass adoption in 2020. Though France, speaking at a financial conference yesterday, the Bank of France Governor François Villeroy-de-Galhau put his country in the running to be the first to launch a national digital currency. Central banks and governments have been spurred into action over concerns about the rise of stablecoins such as Facebook's Libra, which they fear could erode state controls over money. Of course, BLOCKTV's analyst Westrup Evans has all the detail. Asher, what was said and where does it all stand?
So this is an aggressive push by France to take control of that central bank digital currency market and to get that first mover advantage ahead of China, ahead of Libra, and ahead of any others who may take control. The key thing to note here is in its initial phase and what they're planning here, as per the Central Bank of France, they want to start a wholesale CBDC, meaning this would be about interbank transfers, not necessarily hitting the retail consumer just yet. As you said, they want to do that by the ambitious date of the end of the first quarter 2020. Speaking on this matter, the governor of the Central Bank of France said, and I quote, "There would be some advantage in moving rapidly to issue at least a wholesale CBDC, as we would be the first such issuer in the world and would thus reap the benefits of having a benchmark CBDC." But according to analysts inside France, that's not the end of their ambitions. We spoke with Fabien Offrechter, director of Havas PR, working directly with blockchain and digital assets companies with inside France, and he had this to say.
The governor of the French bank underlined that they were also pushing for a retail currency to be launched if this first experiment was a success. All this coming right after the different announcements from the French government willing to position France and Europe as a leader of the crypto ecosystem. It might be too soon to answer, but if something was to be noted, it is that while a few months ago European corporates and governments were still afraid of cryptocurrency, no one can now stay out of the question.
Now, Asher, that sounds very excited, but still, how will all of this work with the euro?
So de Galhau did mention that there is an intention to move forward with this into the next stage should this first round be successful. He said, and I'll quote directly from him again, "Our actions will naturally contribute to the work of the euro system," that's of the European central banks, "which should make looking into the possibility of an e-euro one of its next focuses."
Thank you, Asher Westrup Evans, BLOCKTV's senior correspondent. Moving along, the cryptosphere has gained a foothold in Washington following the announcement on Wednesday that Bakkt CEO Kelly Loeffler has been appointed to the U.S. Senate as the representative of Georgia. For more on that, we turn to our very own Georgia Peach, reporter Zaki Hennessy. Zaki and Zoom from our news desk. Please, what does this mean?
That's right. Yeah, it looks like there are some developments back in my neck of the woods, especially in regards to the Senate. Let's take a look.
Please join me in welcoming our next U.S. Senator, Kelly Loeffler.
This week, Kelly Loeffler, the CEO of Bitcoin futures exchange Bakkt, has been appointed a Senate seat in the state of Georgia. She is set to begin her residency on January 1st, replacing Johnny Isaacson, who has announced his resignation from Senate due to his deteriorating health. Loeffler will serve until the special election in November 2020, when she will be eligible for re-election. Kelly, a moderate Republican, was chosen in spite of President Trump and his supporters' insistence on someone more conservative for the position.
Now, Zaki, did she mention cryptocurrencies anywhere in her first appearance? Do we foresee her making it any part of her political platform?
So as of yet, she has not mentioned a peep about blockchain or cryptocurrency, but if things do go her way following the special election in November of 2020, we may expect to see a little bit of that leaking its way into Georgian policy.
Thank you, Zaki Hennessy, for that report. Now, mass adoption always seemingly around the corner, and now a new study by crypto insurance firm Noble has some pretty specific predictions that this will all happen in 2020. BLOCKTV's Yona Hochhauser in the studio with us has more on that.
Yes, Dale. So when it comes to crypto, there is a lot of FUD being spread, especially, when it comes to you always hear the death of the new technology is right around the corner. Well, a report by Noble Insurance, a provider for insurance to crypto holders, predicts that the future is actually quite bright for cryptocurrencies. According to Noble's research and surveys conducted, 1 in 10 Americans will own crypto in 2020, what scientists determine as the tipping point for mass adoption. Even more importantly for its future success, by the end of 2021, 1 in 5 US millennials will hold cryptocurrency. That is an age group that is just becoming eligible to be US president, and is quickly taking over decision-making positions across the board. It ain't just holders either. YouGov reports that nearly a third of all Americans believe cryptocurrency will become widely accepted as a means of transaction in the next 10 years. It's easy to see why. With over 30 crypto-enabled debit cards already on the market, it's easier than ever to spend crypto. Noble predicts that crypto e-commerce will eclipse $1 billion in 2020. The report also found that 70% of Americans will own crypto by 2030, equal to the number of Americans with a credit card today. That widespread adoption, combined with low fees and instant transactions, will lead to 1/3 of all transactions taking place on a blockchain. An insurance company's job is to lower one's fear of the unknown. And if Noble's 2020 and beyond report is to be believed, there is no reason to fear the future of crypto.
Thank you, Yona Hochhauser, for this report. Now, while crypto folks may be welcome in Washington, they're still being rejected by major payment services. BLOCKTV's reporter Ron Spitzer has the down low on an unfortunate encounter between Sphere influencer Andreas Antonopoulos and one such provider. Ron, what is the story?
So Intuit cut off Andreas Antonopoulos from using their credit card services completely. Naturally, he was quite mad about it, took to Twitter, and we should take a look.
Popular crypto figure, speaker, and educator Andreas Antonopoulos blasted payment processor Intuit for not allowing him to use its credit card service. The reason? Crypto. He shared on Twitter stating that Intuit Merchant Services just told me that I can't be using crypto if I accept credit cards for my invoices. They asked me to remove crypto from my site. I instead elected to remove Intuit and their credit card services from my life. Antonopoulos, flustered at how such a decision could be made, questioned those in charge. He told BLOCKTV, "The important question is whether institutions that act as gatekeepers to important social functions, like payments, should be allowed to discriminate against customers who are engaging in entirely lawful activities." He's not the only one. Well-known crypto Twitter persona Salsa Tequila shared a similar account.
I had these issues with a platform called PayPal. Well, pretty sure everybody knows about it, but yeah, they locked my account. I appealed. I was doing transaction on certain video games with game currencies, and they didn't like my business model. They just locked me, kept me from appealing.
Antonopoulos had some harsh predictions, stating that this gives us a glimpse of how a cashless society is going to work and how much power it will give to unelected bureaucrats operating state-sanctioned cartels, according to him.
Now, Ron, any reaction to all of this from Intuit?
No, it reached out about 24 hours ago, and unfortunately still no comment.
Thank you, Ron Spitzer, for this report. And of course, we finish up today's broadcast with Troll of the Day. Yona Hochhauser is back with us to point out the sweet irony of the latest partnership in the cryptosphere. Yona, who is our Troll of the Day?
Thanks, Yael. Well, the troll of the day has to be the Upbit exchange. They are the ones that got hacked to the tune of 342,000 Ethereum 1 week ago today. Now, how did they decide to react to the hacking? Well, they announced today that they would be providing a crypto custody service. Really? Maybe now isn't the best time to be asking people to trust them with their crypto safety.
I would actually have to say that you're entirely right on that one. Thank you, Yona Hochhauser. And that was it for us as well. That was Around the Block for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to BLOCKTV for more cryptocurrency and blockchain news throughout the day.
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter.